Welcome back into the Sports Drive, everyone. And before you go, I want to do a little preview of the girls' state tournament starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the Valley Lady Patriots. And I want to remind you guys that we will have coverage all weekend going into the state tournament starting tomorrow. Our very own Preston Moore made the trip down to San Antonio, so he'll keep you guys updated. And all our newscasts, we'll have those highlights for you, sound from coaches, players, everything. You can keep up as well on our website, newschannel10.com. But I want to preview a little bit of the three teams we have going down. As I mentioned, we have the Valley Lady Patriots in 1A, the Wellington Lady Rockets in 2A, and then the Canyon Lady Eagles going down in 4A. So first we'll start off with the Valley Lady Patriots. So for the Lady Patriots, they held the #1 ranking in Class 1A a good portion of the season, and they're headed into the state tournament for the first time in 14 years. So we heard Coach Bowles say that she's been the head coach for 6 years, so it was before she even got there and became part of the helm of that. So after Region 1A regional final win over the tradition-rich reigning state champions Nazareth Saturday afternoon 51-36, Valley has made one state title game in school history, but they have never won. And we heard Coach Bowles also say that it was big momentum, especially for them in that regional final game, as Nazareth put them out last year by 1 point in the regional quarterfinals to advance to the state tournament. But headed into the state tournament, the Lady Patriots have only dropped 2 games. This is a really cool stat, guys. 2 games on the season, and it was their first 2 games of the season. So as of right now, Valley is on a 32-game winning streak. The Lady Patriots are led by Reese Cruz, guard, and center Trinity Schluter, as both players dropped 20-plus points in the regional final win against the Swiftettes on Saturday. And as we said, Valley will take on Netches in the 1A semifinals on Thursday at 10 in the morning. And if they win, they will advance to the state championship game. And when I asked Coach Bowles, I was like, that's going to be an early wake-up call. It's 8:30 in the morning on Saturday for the 1A state championship. So now we'll go into Class 2A. We have the Wellington Lady Rockets.
This is
in San Antonio. And for this senior class, they have been so close so many times, guys. This was their 3rd time to the regional final game in 4 years for this senior class. 3 years ago, they fell to the Panhandle Pantherettes. 2 years ago to the Groover Lady Greyhounds. And last year, Farwell took them out in the area round, so in the 2nd round of the playoffs. Now they have punched their ticket to the Alamo Dome, and this year it was the Farwell Lady Blue that Wellington defeated 56-44 to earn that regional championship trophy. Wellington is led by its senior class, including Rylee Waters and West Texas A&M commit Presley Kane. And cool tidbit, Kyla Kane, we know, is already part of the Lady Buff, so them two will be playing together in the same uniform down at WT next year. But the Lady Rockets are entering the state tournament, and they're ranked number 10 in the state in 2A, and they will take on Nocona on Friday at 10 in the morning for the 2A semifinals. And if they do win that semifinal round against Nocona on Friday, they will play at 1:30 on Saturday for a 2A state championship. I think it's just really cool. This is the first time that the Lady Rockets have been down to San Antonio in school history. And as I said, they've been so close so many times, especially in these past 4 years. All right, so next up in our 4A, we already know, is the Canyon Lady Eagles. So to round out this preview of our state tournament, the Canyon Lady Eagles are headed back to the state tournament. Guess how many times? For the 29th time in school history. And they'll be looking to win their 21st state title. They are second to Nazareth for the most tournament appearances and championships, as the Swiftettes have been 31 times to the state tournament, and they have won 24 titles. So after not having the regular season that the Canyon Lady Eagles probably hoped for, they dropped a 48-game district winning streak, and they were kind of off to a slow start in December. The Lady Eagles' tradition-rich program proved once again why you should never count them out. Last season in the regional finals, Glen Rose defeated Canyon to advance to the state tournament, and it was this year the Lady Eagles got their revenge on Glen Rose by handing the #1 ranked team a 47-37 lost. And I was at that game, guys. It was a defensive battle. After the first quarter, it was only 6-5. Canyon only let Glen Rose score 5 points in the second quarter. They were ahead 22-10 at halftime, and Lady Eagles, they were on fire on that three-point line on the arc. I will say it was a great game, great atmosphere, and I'm sure that those Canyon fans will travel down there to San Antonio. But Canyon's last state championship was in 2021, so they're trying to make this year their 21st state title in school history. The Lady Eagles, cool tidbit, they're led by junior guard Jaylee Moss and junior guard Sydney Winfrey. But on Saturday, only one senior saw playing time. So after graduating a handful of seniors from last year's crew that lost in this regional finals, they came back this year with a younger team with only one senior really getting much playing time in that regional final game. And they proved once again why you should, like I said, never count them out. That's just a few, though, to name the many weapons that they have on their roster, many sharpshooters on Canyon's roster. Coach Lombard always says all his team has the green light. So they will take on Bernie Friday at 3 o'clock for the 4A state semifinal game. And if the Canyon Lady Eagles defeat Bernie in that 4A game on Friday, they will turn around on Saturday and play for a 4A state title game at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. on Saturday. So as I said, we will have full coverage for you guys starting tomorrow on our noon show, live at noon. Preston, our very own Preston Moore, made the trip down in San Antonio, so he'll be covering that Valley game tomorrow, Wellington and Canyon on Friday, and hopefully we have all three teams playing on Saturday as well, so we'll have that full coverage going for you into the weekend. But thank you so much for joining us on the Sports Drive today. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3.